What's up, homosexuals, women, and Demi Lovato? We are back. Episode 4 of Boys Cry. And guys...
4 already? Wow.
I know. Guys, if you're not watching the video, you might have heard another voice. I have been promising a guest for so long now. For 4 episodes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got someone in the studio today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Griffin. Do I need to say my last name?
Lallier.
Lallier.
It's a Lallier.
It's like Lallier. It should be Lallier because it's French.
Yeah.
But we're very American and kind of just like lazy.
Yeah, Denise ain't French.
Denise ain't French. No, it's actually on my dad's side.
Oh, okay.
It's French on my dad's side.
It's literally not French at all.
She's Polish.
Really? What's her maiden name?
Rook. So like R-U-C-H.
Denise Rook.
Yeah. We used to make like, cause my nana and like her whole side was very Polish.
Yeah.
Like I think my nana's maiden name was like Ambrose or something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, he's here. Griffin is a dear old friend of mine. Trying to think, we met over a year ago. We met in the OBC of Spring Awakening at the Broadway Theater of the Grand Theater Road Company.
Yes. Very prestigious. We had an ensemble and everything.
No, I know. Like, we had a really big cast. It was, like, crazy. Like, had a lot of, like, household names, as you may know. Like, Corey.
For real.
Audrey Taylor-Floyd was in the cast. We had Kiki Ellis, Avery Gallagher.
WD-40.
Honestly, I feel like he watches these. WD,
I miss you, and also I want to raid your closet.
I know, right? I want to go thrifting with him. Where is he right now?
Well, he was in Atlanta, or no, not in Atlanta, but he was outside of Atlanta doing a show. He was understudying Elvis in a show.
That's crazy.
And I think is back now. That's what I saw on social media, but I don't know like where he's at currently.
I like miss everybody. Like I want to like get together with everyone.
I do too. I miss I was hoping like that like when like Corey went on The Voice and stuff that like we could have potentially like had like a viewing thing.
I know,
but I
still
think
time, but it's hard.
Everybody was just busy.
Yeah.
I was about to start tech, and then you were in a show, and plus people like Audrey and WD-40 who were like out of the state and
literally
stuff. So
yeah, because I'm previewing a new Broadway musical. It hasn't come out yet.
Are you?
Oh.
I was like, what?
No, I'm actually
this is your reveal.
I'm actually workshopping Harmony with Julie Benko. They haven't announced me yet on like the cast. I'm like the surprise announcement that's like going to bring in all the money. But yeah, we are here today on this gorgeous November 1st, Christmas.
Yes.
Have you listened to Christmas music today?
No, the only thing I've seen Christmas-wise is Mariah Carey defrosting on TikTok. It's funny. So I work at a university, for those who don't know.
Yes, give us some background.
Yeah. I'll do a quick. I work at a university in Philadelphia, and I have 2 like main responsibilities. One is I manage inbound and outbound communications for like counselors and like admissions people. The other one is that I oversee like the student workers and a lot of them. And I was actually talking to the one girl, one of the students I oversee. And she straight up told me that her and her roommates decorated their apartment for Christmas on Monday, October 30th. And I'm like, why?
Damn.
I'm like, why?
No, like, I love Halloween, but I also love... Like, Halloween should end on November 1st. Like, it deserves to have its moment, but, like, November 1st is Christmas. Like...
Yeah.
Like, I made my breakfast this morning, and I had Christmas and chill on, because, like, what else... What I do.
Ooh, Christmas
I know, a holiday classic. I saw a tweet that was like, if Mariah Carey didn't release All I Want for Christmas Is You, what would be like the Christmas anthem? And
Santa
it would
Tell
be
Me.
Santa Tell Me.
It is Santa Tell Me.
Actually, it could also be Underneath the Tree by Kelly.
That one is a good one.
I know. That one changed lives.
I'm a little impartial because I also love TLC's version of Sleigh Ride. Oh, I live for that one.
We'll have a very merry Christmas.
That was the wrong part.
No, you were. And a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
With lots of joy. Okay, guys, we won't sing this whole time. But if you haven't heard TLC's Sleigh Ride, check it out. Not like they need my promo.
Not like, oh man, I almost just said, not like Left Eye needs our promo.
Oh my god.
I love her. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Left Eye. We miss you so much. I actually have a Santa Claus that only has a left eye. It's like a statue. And I used to call it like Wiz Khalifa, but like now I can call it
Fetty Wap.
Oh my god.
But anyway, what are we talking about today?
I don't know. I thought we could talk about theater.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we did you do anything for Halloween? Did you dress up?
No, not really. I was closing a show during Halloween weekend, and I had the option. One of my friends had invited me to go out to like the bars, like on Saturday, and I decided not to just because I was tired and I had a show the next day at like I had to be there at like noon.
Yeah.
And so
That was a matinee.
I mean, I realistically I could have.
No, but it's hard.
And then I had the option to dress up for work on Tuesday, like on
Okay.
Halloween. And I actually was going to pull out an old costume of mine.
I love reusing.
In 2020, was Coraline's dad.
Oh,
but I was like the
cool.
meme version where he's at the computer. And it's actually a really cute picture. But I realized...
Insert picture here. I won't do that actually.
But yeah, insert picture on a hearing podcast.
Can you imagine? No, this goes on YouTube.
But I realized I didn't have the green sweater anymore. So I was like, I'm not stressing out. And so no, I didn't really get to do anything for Halloween this year.
I was the same way. Because I opened a show on Halloween weekend.
Did y'all do like a cast party or anything?
Not really. I know, it was hard.
Mm.
I busted out my Spider-Man costume yesterday and almost got busted in. And then I wore a sailor costume to work. Because I had that for a photo shoot that never happened. That could still be coming. Oh my god, wait. I'm meaning to ask you, guys. I'm getting inside scoop here. Not like you would talk to anyone else on a podcast. So, you've been doing a lot of modeling recently.
A little bit, yeah.
We're really big fans over here at Boys Cry headquarters.
Aww.
Yeah, the whole team back there, like, we really love it. Thanks, guys. So I just want to know, as like an outside perspective, do you reach out to these people and are like, hey, like I have a concept, I want to do like a shoot, or is it kind of like, are you friends with them beforehand and they just know like you're interested, or like do they reach out to you? Like, how does that whole process like go about?
Primarily it's the former, so like it's me reaching out to them. So a lot of the photographers that I've worked with in Philly, or in the New Jersey area, are people that I've just seen on social media. You know, like I'll see them and I'm always like, oh my god, like I love either their concepts or the thank you.
Just fixing my audio. Thank you. Continue.
Like I love like their concepts or like how they do work and stuff like that. And it's usually me being like, hi, like, what are your rates? Like, how...
So you do pay?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
However, some do give me discounts. I did a photo shoot back in March, I believe.
Which one?
Her name is Maddie. It's the pictures where...
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Where, like, they kind of look like album covers and stuff and a lot of edits and shit.
That's me inserting it.
Oh, perfect.
But I won't do it because I don't feel like editing that much.
And, she gave me a discount on that one. And... But there have been some where I've known the people and they've wanted to work with me. For instance, one of my old friends, her name is Danny, and she's actually a really good photographer. And we've been trying to do work for a little bit. Similarly with like our friend Nick, I've done a photo shoot with him. He's done pictures for me.
Picnic photography.
Picnic photography. If you ever want to reach out to the new person that I'm working with, his name is Sosh Imagery on Instagram. He's incredible.
Is that the recent one?
Yeah.
No, those were cool.
Literally, so we did the photo shoot on a Thursday. By Saturday, he had them edited and ready.
Really?
And I was like, you're incredible.
Yeah. Well, because I stalked him after you posted. And he had them posted like a while ago. So you saved them for Halloween.
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
No, they were cool. Do you have any insider scoop? Do we have any shoots coming up?
I think I'm actually going to try and work with him again. Because I have another concept that I want to do.
Turkey.
Ooh, that could be fun. I didn't have that one, but a turkey could be hot and sexy. Like a Wawa gobbler.
Like the... I'm just imagining... No, because we're definitely imagining different types, like, visions of turkey. Like, I'm imagining, like an inflatable, like, turkey. Like, that would be my shoot. Like, that's what I would do. I would try and cover as much as myself as I can.
Are you saying that I remind you of, like, an inflatable doll?
No, I remind myself. I used to have a sex doll down here.
Down here? Yeah, your family comes down here.
It was a birthday gift from my friend Spencer.
Aww.
Shout out to you, Spencer. I think it's somewhere down here.
But I think that there's actually another friend who she does like special effects makeup, and I actually really want to work with her on doing like a photo shoot and stuff. And there's just a few other people.
Yeah.
I ideally would like to. I also need like headshots as well. So if anybody wants to do
Yeah.
them for me,
Picnic photography if you're listening.
I
I actually don't think
could.
he listens. Isn't that crazy?
Why?
I know.
Why?
No, this is your chance.
He's going to
Picnic
listen
photography.
now that I'm on here.
This is your chance to prove me wrong. If you listen to this podcast,
Text both of us.
Text us that you listen. If not, I'm canceling your guest appearance because only real fans get to be on my show.
Mm-hmm.
Have you listened?
I did.
You do?
I listened. I believe I listened to because I believe we're filming this before the third episode is out.
No, the third one's out.
I have not listened to that one yet.
That was my Halloween special.
Gotcha. I did not listen to that one yet. My apologies.
No,
but
it's
I
okay.
did listen to the first one when it came out, and then I listened and watched the second one.
This will be out literally tomorrow. I have a quick turnover rate.
Cool.
I know. I didn't want to film
exciting.
another one alone, and I was like, I miss Griffin. So what better excuse than to use my friends for content?
It was really sweet. He like texted me while I was at work, and I'm like, I'm actually not doing anything.
I know.
You know what I was gonna do? I don't. When I responded, what did I say? I forget.
You said I'm free.
What I was gonna do is I was gonna go home and dye my hair.
What color?
Like close to yours, like darker.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because I want to do like darker for like the winter.
That's good. I was hoping it wasn't one of them crazy colors. You know I don't support that.
My friend Zach said the same thing when I
Really?
told him. He's like, "What color?" And I'm like, "Oh, like a dark brown, like
Yeah.
really dark." And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna do pink or something." And I'm like,
not again. You did pink, right?
I did blonde.
Oh, I did pink.
You did pink?
Yeah.
You call me crazy?
I know.
Mm.
I know. Carpets did match the drapes too. Like it was crazy. Can you imagine like a pink bush? That's crazy. Actually, never mind. See,
she said Crabtree.
What's hard about having a guest is like when I'm with myself, I can filter myself so much easier. When I'm like with somebody, I just want to like talk like I would like off camera, like just spill all my secrets, but like I can't do that for legal reasons. Because I know I'm trying to build an audience, not lose one.
So what did you want to talk about with theater and stuff?
Oh my god, well, I don't know. So you just closed a chorus line.
I did,
and
yes.
I'm currently
Little Mermaid.
doing the Little Mermaid, and I just want to do like simple talk, like what shows have you been listening to recently? Any dream roles still? Any dream shows?
The thing about me that's a little weird, and I think because I kind of do it more as like a hobby.
Yeah, same.
I'm never really great whenever people like. It's funny. I did just close a production of A Chorus Line,
Yes.
and something about it, I got pretty close with some of the cast, but there was always one thing that was kind of holding me back from a lot of the cast is that a good amount of them like. That the performing and the auditioning and stuff, that's like what they do, or they're at least in school for it. I'm not. I didn't go to school for theater. I also do not work, as I mentioned earlier, I don't work in an environment for theater. And so the question would always come up a lot of the time of like, Griffin, like what's your dream role? Or like what's something that you would like, what's a show that you would die to do, or like that you would like want to do? And I would always just be like, I don't really know. Like I more so just do productions like when they come around. I think there's like I would say there's like a good 2 or 3 that like I would like to do at some point. One of them, which I do believe I'm auditioning for next year, is West Side Story. It's one of the few that
That's a fun one
that I would like to do before I'm a little too old.
Yeah,
because I'm about to be 25. Which is nasty.
I know, I didn't mean to gasp, it just came out.
It's fun. I gasp every day.
I know. That's soon too, New Year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're the 31st, right? You're not the 1st?
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
Okay.
Another one is Hair, the musical.
Yes!
Love
the theater's
music
doing
in
that.
They are.
Yeah, I think I talked about that in my Halloween episode that you didn't watch.
Damn.
I know, I talked about how badly I want to be naked on stage. Is that why you want to do it? Do you want to be naked?
No, I mostly just want to do it because I love the music in it.
Two types of people.
I find the music to be very exciting. And then I feel like there might have been a third one. I don't know. I don't really have like a lot of dream roles or dream shows. I'm sure I now look at theater as like, I just want to do shows that I enjoy. Like, for instance, A Chorus Line was not a show that I initially wanted to audition for. I'm not really a dancer first, and so it was a big challenge. And I think what I took away from it was that I really took it as like a big learning experience
Mhm.
to the sense of like I'm actually now kind of starting to. I think I'm gonna start taking like dance
Dancer
classes.
first, yeah.
My friend fucking said that to me, and I was
Really?
like, "Yo, you need to back
I
off."
always joke. I always say I'm an actor first,
Mm, I don't know
which
what
is
I am
not true.
first. I'm just a performer first.
No, my number one is like fun to work with. Like it's not singer, dancer, actor. It's like will not cause you issues and will crack jokes and be fun.
My
Like
thing is
that's
probably reliable.
reliable first.
Reliable first. Honestly,
I've
yeah.
been wanting to put on my schedule skills like fun to work with.
Please, wait, that would be fun.
Well, isn't that fun?
And that's the truth.
No,
you
yeah.
know?
I'm a
Put it on your
blast.
special skills.
I know, I literally will. Did you ever so you did Pippin
Mm-hmm.
a minute
Yes,
ago.
I
And
did.
you understudied.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the titular character, not just any character, the Pippin. Just wanted to clear later. Did you ever go on?
Not for an audience, but there was a rehearsal. I remember it was I think it was like a week or two before we began tech rehearsal,
Mhm.
and I don't know what kind of plague came over our cast, but literally 12 different people got the flu
That's
at
insane.
once.
Which happens in theater. Everyone
Two
gets
of
it.
which were actually our Pippin and Catherine. They both got the flu. Hi Blaze and Taylor, if you're watching. Blaze might, I don't think Taylor.
Blaze, if you're tuning in right now, love you.
I love you, dude. But I, fortunately, was one of the people who did not get sick. And I
Mhm.
remember going on for a rehearsal. And I remember, like, looking back, had it, like, it would have been really fun if I got to go on for a
Yeah.
performance. It would have been a great thing. But
Yeah.
the support that I got from my cast was
Mhm.
like, I had never felt that before.
It's crazy.
It was amazing.
Mhm.
And that's why, one of the main reasons why I often credit, you know, I usually, some people used to ask me when I was like younger, they would be like, what's like your favorite show that you've ever done? And
Yeah.
my always answer would be like, you know, I liked every show, because it's the truth. I find something in every production to be happy about or
Yeah.
to be like reminiscent about, no matter what.
You could take something from every show.
Yeah. But I will always say, like, with how the cast was and with, like, the experience that I got and the opportunity that I got
Mhm.
understudying, Pippin at that theater was, like, the
Yeah.
best experience I've ever had. Ever. And, like I said, it would have been very cool to have gone on.
Yeah.
But I know, not just from also my cast, but also Blaze, who did play our Pippin, the support that I got from all of them just meant the world to me.
Yeah.
Because that was also, I did Pippin in early 2022 after taking more than 2 years out of theater. Right before the pandemic, I like stopped doing theater. I was like, I don't really want to do this. And then Pippin kind of reignited something in me.
We all have those shows that like really like bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine was The Wedding Singer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one like really brought me back to life.
And that one was fun to watch.
That one was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So like, is it still a goal of yours to ever play Pippin? Like, would you count that, or do you feel like kind of like satisfied that you already like got a chance?
I think I actually would still try and fight for Pippin for like a third time. I think, because I actually, contrary to popular opinion, apparently, like when I did a chorus line, apparently everybody hates Pippin. Apparently, half of our cast did not like it.
I've seen it a few times and I still have no idea what it's about, but I would like to do it.
That's not important. The important part is that it's fun.
Exactly, you know, party.
I love that show.
No, yeah.
I would do it again, and I would like to definitely work on becoming Pippin, because that was one of the few roles. There's been a couple roles that it's funny, I talked to some theater people about it. It's funny, I now that I think about it, I do talk about like theater experiences.
Yeah.
For someone that is just doing it for fun and shits and whatever. And showmances. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah, remember our threesome?
Oh my god, yeah.
Just kidding.
Threesome.
There was an NDA. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't. Don't worry, it'll expire in 5 years. We can talk about it then.
No, I know. And if people know about it, they'll gladly spill it. So
Mm-hmm. They'll make like a honest on YouTube or whatever.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants to stitch this on like a TikTok and talk about the threesome, because we can't talk about it, but you know who you are.
I know exactly who would do it.
Right here.
Anyway, I've talked about a couple roles where I find myself, because you know, with acting, I'm sure as you might kind of feel the same way sometimes, finding yourself in a character is very important to being believable and enjoying it, you know, and working on it.
No, yeah.
And you going in?
I was trying to hide it because,
So apparently, Boys Cry thinks that I'm boring.
guys, it's been a long day. I had class for like 2 hours.
I
And then
worked
I
for
went to
8
Taco
hours.
Bell.
Worked for 8 hours and then went to Taco
I
Bell.
know. I think I actually have an like a really bad iron deficiency right now.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't stay awake. So thank you for making fun of my disability.
No problem. You know, it's always fun and
Anytime.
fresh.
But yeah, so you always find somebody in the characters.
Yeah.
Not somebody yourself.
I found a couple people in the characters.
Okay.
But there's been two in particular that I've noticed over the years that, looking back at like my performances, there are two that I'm like, oh, I really see a lot of myself.
Can I guess?
Go for it.
No, I was gonna make a joke.
Go for it.
Is it Sebastian and Otto?
Ow.
Am I right? Just kidding.
About Sebastian? Sure. No, I'm just kidding. I am not a crab. I'm also not black.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, we all do controversy stuff in high school, and that's not our fault. It is
The directors.
at fault of the directors. So when my production of In the Heights leaks, and everyone was white,
When my production of anything goes leaks and I was one of the Asian gangsters, I'm gonna go hiding.
oh my god! But again, not our fault.
Not our fault.
I
at
will
all.
CC everyone on an email to the directors of that show
Yeah.
because we were just kids and could not control it.
Yeah, but do you actually want to guess?
I don't know how much of your theater resume I know. What is it from high school or no? Is it like out of high school?
They were both after high school.
Is one of them Pippin?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, easy.
One of them was definitely Pippin. That was because at the
Pippin?
time I was graduating college, and that's
Yeah.
kind of Pippin's whole arc. Is he's like a young man, kind of exploring his opportunities in the world and not knowing what is supposed to fulfill him.
Yeah.
And that was me. I literally graduated college in between one of our weekends of like the shows.
Yeah, really?
In between our third and final weekend, I graduated.
That's so symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a hint at what theater it was at?
It's at a theater that is now closed down. We just talked about it
Oh, is
earlier.
it?
Mhm.
Oh my god. I don't remember what you did there. It's not Peter and the Starcatcher. My
What is
final
that?
guess is Peter and the Starcatcher. Who were you? Were you Peter?
No, I was not Peter.
The Starcatcher? Like
the stars, Stardust, I think is what the like pixie dust is called.
Oh really? I've never seen it.
It's such a fun show, amazing show. I played the role of Ted,
Okay.
who is eventually becomes like, for spoilers, eventually becomes one of like the Lost Boys. She just fall asleep.
No, I was covering my ears because I didn't want to spoiler.
But
yeah, I also have narcolepsy.
I'm like attacking you for no reason.
No, it's okay. I'm like, I
haven't seen him in a while, guys. I'm allowed to do that.
I let you on my show.
Let him on my show to call you a freak.
I know. I let you on my show with no pay whatsoever, and I made you drive me to get Taco Bell. And you're gonna attack me.
My Baja Blast is all the way over.
I know. I don't know why we put our drinks on the fireplace.
Because I would have knocked mine over.
That's also true.
But anyway, going back. Sorry to go off on tangents.
You're fine.
The role of Ted is a character who he's like eventually becomes one of the Lost Boys, and his whole arc is he's like this very like naive kind of like young boy, and he what's it called? He's very food obsessed. Like all he ever talks about is like food and stuff. And he's just very. I kind of equate him to a little bit of like the Powerpuff Girls. He's very like Bubbles, like very innocent and naive, but also like is not afraid to like fight for himself, fight for his friends, all that stuff. And I played that role at, I think, 18 or 19. I just started college. And I will never, like, it was the easiest role. I don't know how easy it would be now that I'm older with a little more experience in life, but, like, the easiest role to slip on and off.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so simple to just slip into that character, like, and go on stage and just have fun. Because a lot of it was me, especially in the, like, being naive as he was.
Yeah.
Because at 18, 19, I knew nothing about nothing. I was the most naive individual.
We still know nothing about nothing.
I know a little bit more about some stuff, but in general, I don't know nothing about nothing most of the time.
Still.
But now I know how the world kind of works. Back then I didn't.
Yeah.
Back then I thought, oh,
I'm still kind of innocent.
You think so?
I was so innocent. I still am.
Mm-hmm.
Just a princess. Just a little girl.
Just Ariel.
No, yeah. Honestly, Honestly, though, I feel like one thing I'm so good at is like some people like they become their character. Even like a community theater, like they like put so much like weight and pressure on like. Are you thinking of someone? Is
You
it
know.
okay? Yeah, they put like so much. Like I feel like one thing I pride myself in is I can like slip, like you said, slip on and off a character so easily.
Mhm.
Like, granted, I have not played a character of any depth at all. If you look at my resume, like always comedic relief, always supporting, always like sidekick, which is my niche. But
You have one deep
Seymour,
one. Mm.
Paul, yeah, we
Yeah.
can't talk about
Why not?
that fits in
Oh
high school
right. Oh right.
controversies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Hmm.
that'll be a whole separate spiel. But no, I think, and honestly, even when I did that, I don't know how. Like, I guess some people can, some people can't. Like, I am just able to like, I can be like shaking some ass backstage and then walk on in 2 seconds and cry my eyes out. Like, I don't have to like dwell in the character to like become it. It's like the second I hit the stage, like I just am them.
Hmm.
But some people can't do that. Some people really like Ben Platt, for example. Again, probably a way better actor than Joe Destra. Not probably, definitely. Um, he wouldn't do like the stage door Dear Evan Hansen because the show was just so heavy on him. And
Hmm.
I can't even imagine that. Like once the curtain closes, I'm back to Joe. like,
I'll never forget. I did in. So I used to go to theater camp. Everybody.
oh my god, you did it at Grand, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because now that I do it as like a hobby, I used to be in high school very involved in like theater and acting
Mm-hmm.
and singing. But when I did my theater camp, my final show that I did was Fame, the musical.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
Fame.
Weren't you the Reverend?
Well, that's Footloose. Uh, but I was
Oh,
the
those two
Reverend.
are the same show. Fight me.
Oh my god, if they were the same show, I must have had two completely different productions because
They both start with an F.
Footloose was great, Fame was not. My director isn't gonna listen to this. It was a terrible show, but
If you do listen and you fell down the rabbit hole, thank you so much for getting this far.
hi Jody, thank you for doing that. It was terrible.
Yeah,
But
girl. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, give me a rating if you actually are listening. but
but anyway, it was the very first time, as I was 17 at the time.
Okay.
It was the very first time that I ever actually saw like an actor. My friend Natalie played the role of Carmen in the show, who's
Okay.
kind of like the female lead kind of thing, and she has like a very like tragic kind of second
Death?
act story.
Oh.
She does end up dying.
Really? Is
Mhm.
Fame not based in a high school?
It is.
Damn.
But the
Sorry,
character
Carmen.
of Carmen, who she wants to be like this mega star and all this stuff,
Mhm.
kind of like a teen idol sort of thing.
Drug overdose?
Yeah, literally.
Really? My second guess was failed abortion, but that's Spring Awakening. That's the
Yeah.
only two deaths I know. Or eaten by a plant. But like, those are the only like theater deaths I can think of.
But it was the very first time because like she has a very emotional song before her like the overdose, and it was the first time that I ever remember seeing another actor really kind of dwell in her feelings before going on stage to have like that sort of emotion.
Yeah.
And I remember really kind of looking at it, and I remember thinking that it was almost kind of like a special thing for her in a way.
Yeah.
Like she would take her time to really sit and kind of feel the feelings in order to put it into the work. And I remember that was the first time that I realized, like, whoa, like people take this very seriously. People
Mhm.
do, and they want to do a good job.
Yeah.
You know, and it was also, I think, the first time that at my young age of 16, 17, that I realized like you can really pull from a lot of different places to be a performer,
Oh,
to be an
yeah.
actor. And I've even tried to take some of that from other times because when I was in high school, a little bit of my shtick was I was like the comedic relief side character. I didn't
Mhm.
have a lot of depth characters. Also, at a teenager, what do you know about having depth in your performing?
Yeah.
Unless you're like a professional, you know?
Which some of us were.
Not me. I went to a school that didn't give funding to the arts. So,
I know. I didn't get a part until my senior year, so
well,
you know, isn't that
whose fault is
tragic?
that?
Probably my own. One thing, I don't take theater seriously, and that's
Mhm.
so known. I was at the Cinderella callback.
What did you do?
Everyone's just like so stressed, like so into it, and like granted, I'm talking to people that are called back for like Ella, like Topher,
Mhm.
and like I'm just literally, I was like, guys, I hate acting. And they're all talking about like this like niche like theater stuff, and I was like, I'm like listening to like rap on the way there, Like, I don't religiously listen to musical theater. Like,
Neither do
I
I.
hate acting. I always say that, and people get gagged. I hate it. I get so uncomfortable when I have to act. I love just singing and dancing.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Ooh, we're back in session, guys. Sorry.
Mhm.
No, yeah. What was I even talking about? Oh, yeah. We're also in love. No, just kidding.
Mhm.
That would be such a gag. No, because
Mhm.
I have like 3 boyfriends right now, and I'm also asexual.
Exactly, yeah.
Hate everyone. But I don't know. Oh yeah, like being a character, like getting into it. Like I haven't played a serious character in a long time, and like I am starting to get that itch back. I've
Mhm.
only played like stupid, which I excel at.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do
No.
you find you're like, this is
What
my
if I was like,
show?
no, you can't ask me a question.
You're like, we're out of
No,
time.
can you imagine? Thank you guys so much for watching.
Did you ever find I guess like playing like certain characters and stuff, or even getting denied certain characters, do you ever feel like you were denied getting cast in a certain role or something like that based on your sexuality?
Oh, yes. And like I said, I hate acting, so like my acting is pretty subpar. Like that is something I can realize. Like my specialty isn't like the singing, the dance, like the performance aspect of acting. Like give me a monologue and I literally want to die. But like I think that was also a part where like I didn't know what characters to audition for, especially in high school. Like nowadays, like I can like I'm trying to think of a show. It's like a good example. Like say like I'm just gonna use The Wedding Singer because like on the top of my head. Say like my dream role was Robbie Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Never in a million years would I audition for that part
Mm.
because I can look at the show and like the casting and the breakdown and realize that like I'm so typical George and like that's where I would thrive. It's also like as a performer you need to know who to audition for or else you're sabotaging yourself. Like when I auditioned for Cinderella, I auditioned for the Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get it. And then I got called back for the guy who tried to start the rebellion. Also didn't get that. But it's also to the point, like, even if you try and like hide a part of your performing, like who you are, the theaters always know where you would be best at, even if you don't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, do I think I could hide my sexuality in a part? Yes. But I also know I will never play like a mucho macho, like uber super like straight character. Also, I would never want to do that. Like, imagine me playing like Dawn in Kinky Boots.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's just such a part of me, and I always, as a performer too, want to audition for the queer parts because like I want to take up that space on the stage. Like, I doubt they would give it to a straight person, but you never know around here. Like,
Yeah.
I think speaking of straight parts, one of my dream parts is it's crazy, you guys. Like, I want to be Patrick Bateman in American Psycho.
Ooh,
So bad.
that would be good for
So
you.
bad. I think it's like I want to play somebody who's like so psychopathic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can pull a lot from myself in that part, like in the in the killing. Like I don't know, like I don't know. Also, that show's really underrated. I fell down like a rabbit hole the past few weeks of American Psycho because I love the book
Mm-hmm.
and I do like the movie,
I
but
love that
like
movie.
I think it needs another chance for
Yeah.
sure. Cause like the staging was everything. Like it was such a good show, and like I've listened to the soundtrack on repeat recently. But if I were to play like, if I was like given a chance, like I would actually act. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like if like a theater around here was like we're gonna put on American Psycho, I would like boot camp that audition because that's like my dream role right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. I'm more of like a dream show person. Like I just want to like be in a show. Like I would die to do. I always say spelling bee. I would die to do spelling bee.
Mm-hmm.
I would die to do Newsies. Like I really would actually, but I don't think I'll ever be in a production like dance wise because I don't. I just my body's like not. It's not good for that.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of my dream shows. I've done a chorus line. I've done Spring Awakening. I've done Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, falsettos. I want to be in falsettos bad, which is another queer musical. I think that's why.
Bear.
Oh my god, thank you. A friend that listens.
He wants to be in Bear so bad.
I want to do a pop opera just because I think it's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine just like not like I said, my dream is not talking. Like, and like, am I a strong enough singer to do a pop opera? Absolutely not. I'd be vocally decayed by the second week. But like, not having to like, because like I don't know, like acting through song is 8,000 times easier for me
yeah.
than doing a scene. I will cry my eyes out in a song. I will throw my body on the floor. I will make everyone piss their pants laugh.
Yeah.
Give me a scene. I want to die. Like, I hate it.
I like watching people do certain scenes and stuff. But going back to the original question, I felt like a constant in my high school experience was like my drama teacher would constantly kind of just view me as like this. I think it didn't help that I was very skinny, very frail, and like definitely very gay. I just look at me, look at me.
You still are skinny, frail.
I am
gay.
not as. I used to be much more skinny and frail,
No, yeah, you
and
were
like
really
I was
small.
awkward.
Yeah.
And I kind of tried for certain things, and then I would always sort of be looked at as like, you're not that. Like, case in point, it's funny. I did Little Mermaid my senior year of high school, and I actually went out for Prince Eric for that role. And
wouldn't? Like, so everything. You know?
I really wanted that because I kind of wanted a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
I really wanted to prove myself.
You got a
and
challenge.
then basically, like, at my audition, like, my director was like, you're gonna get a call back, you know, you're a senior, you know, it's your kind of show, it's a senior show, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's like, if you really actually want this part, like, you gotta man it up, you gotta like be more buff. And this was a couple years ago, so this was probably before things became so politically correct and stuff, but
Yeah.
there was definitely like, oh, you know, like, you gotta like be more manly, you're not manly.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting Sebastian, which was whatever, but I felt like at my high school, you know, there was like a lot of, yeah, I know.
I'm just like, the Prince Eric to Sebastian pipeline is crazy. Like, I would pay to see footage from that callback. Like,
what didn't help me is that I didn't know Every Little Step or whatever that.
One Step Closer?
That one, yeah.
Every
Still don't
Little
know it.
Step. That's like a Maddie Ziegler solo from Dance Moms.
Oof. But yeah, that was a thing that I constantly kind of went up against. Was
Yeah.
like, there was, and even still a little bit, even at a theater that I just finished a show at, there's still the moments of them like just kind of looking at my orientation as like a crutch to like not, and I'm sure there's other things, but like
Yeah.
using my sexuality as a crutch. Like, for instance, I did a production of Saturday Night Fever years ago,
Oh, yeah.
and I was a featured ensemble member. I was Pete, the dance instructor of like the studio that the lead character goes to.
Yeah.
And the character description is supposed to be very like machismo, very kind of show-offy a little bit. And I did it, and I made the whole cast laugh the first time I did it, and that's kind of something I'm somewhat good at.
Yeah.
I'm like good at kind of just physical comedy and stuff. That's what I do with these limbs that are like
Exactly.
5 feet long.
Yeah, they are. They're crazy.
And I remember my director being like, "You can't do it so gay." And but I actually, yeah.
Who
But
directed it? You didn't cover anything.
I saw.
I saw.
We're gonna edit it, but
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I
figured it was them.
Them.
But here's the thing. They said like, "Oh, you're too gay," and initially I was like, "Okay, that's fair." Like, it's the 70s, you know. Maybe not everyone's supposed to be like that flamboyant.
Yeah, that was like Stonewall.
So,
Guys, that was a joke. That was a joke. But I actually don't know when that happened.
June 1969.
Okay.
That's why we have Pride.
That is literally the 70s, and I don't go to Pride. So.
That isn't okay. All
69
right.
is literally the 70s, sorry.
It's when Judy Garland died. That's why we had it. But nobody was killed at Stonewall, according to Willem.
That is such a thing I would say. Praise be, salute every fallen soldier at the Stonewall violence.
Every violence. Every fallen jockstrap.
A moment of silence. Anyway,
There we go. That's like
I know.
a Snapple opening.
no, I can do a really good one. I'll put the.
How do
I
you
know.
do that?
I know. I used to practice, and like my tongue hurts so
I
bad.
can't do it. You have the ASMR.
No, I know. No, these mics suck for ASMR.
But anyway, yeah, so they said like, "Oh, you're acting it too gay," and I'm like, "Okay, fair enough." Comment like, "What would you like me to do? How else would you like me to perform it?"
Yeah.
And their response was, "You just can't be gay," and I'm like, "That's not constructive.
So you're not directing.
That's not constructive at all." And yeah, that's, and granted, there are other things. I know I'm not like the best actor. I'm not like the top actor at any theater, but like using like an orientation, and I know there's many other people who do theater around this area and who have been working for a long time, that is a crutch that is used against them very constantly.
Literally me.
You
Yeah.
think so?
I still think I'm new.
I think you are too.
I'm like fresh meat.
You've done 5 shows, right?
I've
4?
done I count Spring Awakening,
Little Shop.
Kinky Boots, Little Shop, The Wedding Singer, and The
Well,
Little Mermaid.
So 5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, honestly, I could like give the acting, singing performance of a lifetime as a straight character and still be completely pushed to the side. That's how I felt in high school too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could eat the house down, boots, chip on your shoulder,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and not even get a call back.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That was my friend enemy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching this, if you got to 42 minutes, friend enemy from high school,
42 minutes, wow.
I know, we really know how to talk. You deserve a raise. And I would love for you to come on this podcast actually. That would be a really funny episode, wouldn't it? No, love them now though, because like again, it was high school. No, the casting is nobody's fault except for the team. It's none of the kids' fault.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the kids voted who got the parts. Like
Yeah.
but that was just one of those cases where then I got Carlos.
Which Carlos is so much fun.
I know.
I was Carlos.
I know.
I loved it.
I would do it again. Like now, like me nowadays would never audition for Emmett in my wildest dreams. If anything, I'd audition for Warner.
I would audition for Callahan.
Oh,
I love his song. I love Blood in the Water.
Blood in the Water. I hate that song. No, pipe dream is Delta New. But like,
ooh.
I know. But like, realistic dream, like, say like if Pittman or like Grant or Levoy or whatever did Legally Blonde, the smartest choice, like I said forever ago, would to be walk in and audition for Carlos. No, but also I'm just like, maybe it's because I was so like defeated when I didn't get that one part that I'd be like too afraid to put myself out there for that again. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Same thing with like Into the Woods. Like, I don't think I would ever touch Into the Woods again. Because one, I feel like I would only be a good Jack, and then actually, now that I'm old and grown, I don't think I'd be a good Jack. Like, I think it'd be like decent. Mm-hmm. But I just don't think I can do a classical show like that. Like, that's not for me. Like, imagine me in, like, Les Mis.
Mm-mm.
First of all, it'd be funny as fuck. I'd make Les Mis a fucking comedy.
That would be really funny.
Me and the ensemble, like, waving the flag. Like, come on, that'd be so funny. In, like, the fucking mezzanine. But, like, there's just some shows I shouldn't be in. Like, I'm very aware. Like, how Sutton Foster shouldn't be Sweeney Todd. I should not be in Les Mis or Into the Woods. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. Like, one of my exes actually kind of said that one time. He said it in a much more mean way, which is why I'm not friends with him anymore. But like, or I don't speak to him anymore. Fuck
you.
For real, he's a fucking weirdo. Like on some real shit. He's like a real lunatic. But
if you're listening, just kidding.
If you're listening, you look gross. But I remember him saying, because he did a lot of like work with theater, but more on like a production side, like he does like costuming and stuff like that. And I think I mentioned to him, and I was like young, I was like 19, I think, and I said like, oh, I really want to play like the brother in Next to Normal, like could you see me as that? And he's like, not really. And I'm like, well, who could you see me as in that show? He's like, I'll be honest, like I don't really see you in that kind of show. And he said, and it makes sense, like not everybody is built for every kind of show. Yeah. Like I am not built for a show like Cinderella, like ballet. I'm not traditionally a chorus line. Listen, they needed actors. They just couldn't get the people to work with them. Just kidding. The whole cast knows about that situation.
Duh.
Everybody knows who you are, but they don't know who you are.
I know, because I was like, those like articles where it's like, so-and-so was like offered part but declined due to like scheduling issues. Mm-hmm. Like that's like a secret. Like, guys, I could have been anyone on the line. My body would fall apart if I did a chorus line now.
So wait, do you have any like deep questions for me?
Deep?
I've always thought about going on like these interview podcast things and like really getting like deep with it.
Oh my god, let me think. Because I'm so surface level. Mm-hmm. But that's like me with everybody. Like, I just love to have a good time.
No, yeah. Which is why I love hanging out with you.
I know. I just like to have fun.
Oh, you think about that? I'm getting my drink. Do you want yours?
No, mine's like empty.
Okay.
Should I like ask the live studio audience? Do you guys have any questions? Please.
Anything like related to theater or anything like that?
I don't know. I feel like we somehow talked about theater for 45 minutes.
That's true. Anything
Um,
about being gay? Because it
oh my
is
God.
almost what this podcast is supposed to be about.
I know, isn't that crazy? Because I'm not even gay anymore. But
True.
have you ever? That's my serious question. Have you ever been double fisted?
Oh, you mean like at a party or like? What do you mean, like drinking?
No.
Oh, double fisted that way?
Yeah.
No, fisting is weird.
Fisting's crazy. If you get fisted, good on you. Like if you like that, like
I've seen someone's rosebud before.
IRL.
Well, no, I saw a picture. So over the summer, I actually worked with a photographer. So over the summer this past year, in Pennsylvania, there's actually a queer campground that I would go to quite often. It's called the Woods. It's a very fun time. A lot of really, really nice people up there.
Biggest fear.
It's so much
It's going to the woods.
I know, but I love it up there. And I actually would go up there because I was assisting a photographer who goes up there. And this photographer, basically his only rule is that he will not get involved with whatever is happening on the other side of the camera, but like he will shoot literally anything, you know?
That's crazy.
Like literally anything. And like it could be some people just do like general like headshots, like professional.
Yeah.
Other people do much more explicit stuff. I've literally seen the shoots that he I'm getting to that. I've literally seen where what's it called? You know, like I saw him do a shoot with two clients and it was this couple and they were fully just like jerking each other off. Like in the shot.
In the woods.
Well, we had a studio.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like in the nature, no.
Yeah.
But he was showing me some of his things, other shots that he's done, and there was one particular individual who wanted to show and be proud of his rosebud. And it's one of the few times that I saw a picture and I was like, I cannot look at that.
That's crazy.
It actually is. I don't get how that works. How does the physics work? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Is that gonna have to be blurred out?
No.
Okay.
That can mean so many things. I just can't imagine it. I can't even imagine anything going in my ass. Let alone a fist. Or two.
Yeah.
Or sometimes
I do know
three.
A friend of mine who him and his
partner?
Yes. Husband now.
Oh, okay.
The two of them for quite a while they would ask me to like, you know, do stuff with them and stuff. It hasn't happened just because they live
time constraints.
Time constraints. They live far away. I also kind of think that they just like to do it just because they like the attention. I don't think to be quite fair, I don't think they actually want to.
Yeah.
But they have both brought the idea to me of no, but on the one person, me and his husband doing like double penetration type stuff.
Really? Would you be down for that?
If
they weren't married?
Well, I mean, like I don't really think that matters. I'll be quite honest.
In the gay community, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
To me, it does, but it doesn't.
I mean, I find it to be consensual considering that the both of them have reached out to me about the same question, and so it's like, oh, it's very much they are aware of who I am.
Yeah.
And they are very interested in knowing who I am in that aspect. I just think, I don't know, it makes me like a little nervous.
What the campus notification?
Schoolwork.
What's it called? Would you, this is kind of, not like deep, this is how I think. Like, I could never do an open relationship. Like, I would go batshit ballistic, crazy psychopath. Just because that's like how I am. Like, if I ever find somebody who I want to be with forever and then they were like, I want to like experiment with other people, like, would you open? I would lose my mind. Like, I probably would go run in traffic. So, so would you've done it. Have you done open?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it again?
I think so. I don't, granted, I don't know like how, I don't know how long, a little existential real quick, I don't know how long we're going to be on this planet. I'm going to be quite honest.
Anymore?
Like, do you see what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
What makes us think we're making it to like 40?
I know.
I don't fucking know.
I've been putting it out there that I'm going to be in the 27 club. It's not awful.
I've actually had a couple of friends who have done the same thing.
I know.
They're still here.
Yeah, universe, I really don't mean that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were to happen.
But if it had to come up, is it the worst thing? I'm just kidding.
I would have to be famous.
Yeah.
How much of a loser do you have to be?
You can be a
To
hometown
be in the
hero.
27 club.
Hometown
and not even
hero.
be cool.
You can get a memorial at your local bar.
At Ots. My memorial's gonna be
someone pees on it by accident.
Probably. I got so many enemies in township for no reason. Well, valid reasons. Anyway.
But when it comes to open relationships, I don't know when I am like in my 30s or 40s, like how I might look at it. But at the current moment, I actually do not have a problem with it at all. I find that I prefer it as an open relationship as long as it is presented at the beginning of it. So like with your example of like being in a relationship and then they suddenly are like, oh, I kind of want to try this. I would definitely feel like, well, why? Like, let's discuss it. But I also, even in that scenario, I think I would be like, like I don't think that would be a problem.
Yeah.
From an addressing it from the jump, I find it to be quite exciting. I have seen others' relationships where, they are in an open relationship and have faced tons of scrutiny about, the activities that they do, the people that they talk to. But what I also see is like, because I'm friends with them,
yeah,
I see them like when they are like domestic, like with each other. They always like say like, "Hey babe, like, do you want this or would you like this, my love?" Or like, they're always just very caring towards one another, irregardless of what they do with other people in the bedroom. So like, I think as long as that love is still there, I don't find it that much of a big deal. I also find, and it's not for everybody. It's not. It wasn't even for me for a while until I think I was 22 when I really started, was like, this is fine. Because I started hooking up with people as an outsider. And I was like, oh, this is easy. This is fine. Whatever. Yeah. I find often on social media that there are people very quick to tear down people in open relationships. There are people who are very vehemently, like, against it.
It's me. Just kidding.
No, not even like
I'm not like strong.
There are people who will fully argue like you are the people who make the gay community look bad. You are why we have STDs and AIDS and all that stuff. There are these people who are so like, crazy. Oh, unhappy people promoting unhappy lifestyles and stuff like that. And I'm like, one, it's none of your business. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And two, on a surface level, you're just mad because you can't get nothing. So you are damn mad you can't get one person to like you, let alone a bunch of people.
I know.
I find it so... Yeah, I feel like with open relationships, I would do it again. Yeah. But like I said, I don't know where I would be as a much more full-grown adult.
Yeah.
Perhaps I might not, but...
I wouldn't even, like, get involved with somebody in an open relationship. Because I know myself, and I would fall in love.
That is a thing, and
that
like, just happens.
It's happened to some people. No.
Weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, like, I can't even judge them because I would do that, too. If I found somebody who I would consistently want to be with, I would, like, convince myself that it would work. In the end, you're always going to be the other person. Like, that's how I see it. Like, in the end, they'll always go back to each other, and then you'll get hurt. That's how I see it.
That's fair, and that's very valid, and that does happen, I think that that's also where the communication side kind of comes in. Like, a couple of the couples that I would hook up with, there was one who I did kind of develop feelings for like a hot second, but I think after a while I sort of just kind of reevaluated myself and kind of came back a little bit. There was a very hot moment where, because of the attention that I was getting and then realizing like, oh, I am kind of just there, it was a shock of like, oh, wait a minute. But more times than not, anytime that I'm on like the outside of it, I kind of adjusted from the jump, and I'm like, I'm just here to have fun. And when you think about it that way, like, consensual, fun, responsible fun, it's like very simple, I find it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to deal with any of your drama, any of your relationships. I show up, talk to you guys for a few hours, do other stuff, and then I go home.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just opposite because I'm so relationship oriented. I don't hook up. I don't do like...
Can I say
something? Yeah, go.
I think that a part of me because like I mentioned, I was not initially like a hookup person or like stuff like that. When I was in high school, I was the biggest hopeless romantic you could ever meet. It might have been a lack of self-esteem, but like,
Sebastian.
For real, like junior, senior year, freshman year of college, like I would jump from relationship to relationship because I loved like that intimacy with the other
Mhm.
person. And then when I was a sophomore in college, I had a really long-standing relationship. I was with this person for about 9 or 10 months.
Damn, that's marriage.
For gay people,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I was with them, and then they broke up with me. And not only did they break up with me, but they had cheated on me with a friend of mine.
Damn, they really went for it.
Oh, they're still together 4 years later.
Shut up. Well, good for them. I guess they were meant for each other in the end.
One of them's balding, but good for them.
I know, isn't that a sin?
But like following that relationship, it kind of it's a little unfortunate because I did sort of kind of pivot from that to being like, no, like oh, R.I.P.
I know.
I saw that during chorus line, like during the show,
yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, like this is real.
Anyway,
But
Pivot.
R.I.P. Pivot.
Even though he wasn't even the one that died.
I know. But like it is like a shift that I definitely had, and I totally understand like where you're coming from. But like, yeah, it's not for everybody, but I find that you know, at my current point in my life, like that's just how
you'd be okay with it.
That's how I kind of manage relationships at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you want kids?
I don't think so. I was talking to someone the other day.
Fuck them kids.
That's just too much money. Even a pet is too much money for me at the moment.
Okay. Oh, you got a cat.
I did just get a cat.
That's so cute.
Her name is Lucy, but even like on my own.
Yeah. No, I want a dog. Wait, one of the Voorhees animal shelter just posted that like they have like a bunch of rescued like Australian shepherds, and that's like top 3 dog for me. Like I really considered going today.
Yeah.
But my dog would eat.
What do you mean eat?
No, my dog would somehow devour another dog. Like
your dog would turn into like a demi-organ?
No, like she would morph into the other dog and then somehow get its like lifeline.
Animorphs?
She would. You know my dog.
No, his dog would turn into like the Thing, like John Carpenter's The Thing, and just like take form and like fully just tentacles everywhere.
I know. And
gargoyle.
No one would be surprised. Like
no fucking gargoyle.
She's so scary. I need to get her on the podcast.
You do, just her breathing.
She wouldn't even sit here for 2 minutes.
You'll be like Jenna Marbles reincarnated.
No, like I should get her on here. I haven't even seen her today.
Who, Jenna Marbles?
No. I mean Jenna. If you're watching,
Jenna, babe. Jenna, come here.
If you're in the South Jersey area and want to come to my home studio and record an episode,
bring your dogs.
Bring your dogs.
But what were we talking about?
I don't even know. I did want to ask this. This is so silly. So at my Little Mermaid dressing room, we have pictures posted everywhere. And some people have, like, their friends and family. I said, screw that. They're in my heart. I don't even see them. So our friend Aiden has the Nicki Minaj saluting flag hung up in the dressing room.
Good.
This one guy, Tom, has a Mariah Carey shrine. Aiden also has, like, a Glee shrine, a Lady Gaga shrine. Our friend Kevin has, like, a Michael Jackson Beyonce shrine. I have Khloe Kardashian's mugshot, a picture of Miss Piggy, a picture of Ariana Grande, a picture of Nicolette Barr as the agent and the wedding singer, and then I have a picture hidden behind my stuff.
Hidden? And
it's a picture of Henry Cavill, because you know he's my one. My one true. Who's your one true love? Like, celebrity one true love would do anything, get fisted by them, pissed in their mouth, like, literally wipe their ass, like... Like, I like, you know, like when you were a kid and you couldn't wipe your own ass?
Yeah.
I would, like, if Henry Cavill, like, was like, I need someone to wipe my ass, I'd be like, okay, I'm down. Like...
Ooh, you know who? Ooh. I don't know his, like, actual name, but he was just in Red, White, and Royal Blue.
The British one?
No.
The other one.
Taylor? Is that his name?
Yes.
Him.
He played the president's son, right?
Yes, he is fine. I really like him. I'm not great with, like, celebrity crushes, you know? Like, I know some people. Overall, I'm actually more of, like, a TikTok crush kind of person.
Oh, my God.
What?
I'm trying to think, because I have my TikTok crushes.
I have one in particular. He is so fine. I have to think of his name.
You can look it up. I have, off the top of my head. Now, this is actually really funny, because I, like, as we know, episode 2, Boys Cry, I talked about being asexual and like I'm not into sex, but like aesthetically, I can still like appreciate like a gorgeous man.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know who this is because we've talked about it. I love major pectorials.
Oh yeah. Oh my! I
I
have not thought of major
love
pectorials
major
in
pectorials.
so long.
It's so crazy because I love a guy with a big titty,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like women. Like you would think I would love a woman, right? No, just a man with a rack.
I love women.
I mean, love women, but not love. If you
Oh,
know what
what's
I'm
that one
saying.
guy? He's like, I like boys, but I don't like boys. I'm attracted to boys, but I don't like them, or whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
I don't know if y'all got that quote. Let me know in the comments.
There's this guy who I
who's
really
that?
like. His name is Johnny Chandra. He goes by PB and Johnny on Instagram and TikTok.
Do I know him?
He's so fine.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
I would let this man do anything with me.
Really?
Look at his ass. His ass is wild.
It's hard not to look at it because it's all
it
that's
is.
there.
Ooh, and then there's this other guy. Shayna, if you are watching this, I feel like you know exactly who I'm about to pull up.
Also, can we talk about how I somehow have an hour and 3 minutes of phone storage on my phone?
For real.
That's
How much
crazy.
are you going to cut down on this?
Not much.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Also, Austin Mfit. We love Austin Mfit.
Mm-hmm.
We love, oh my god. Do you know Raffy Taffy?
The name sounds familiar. I don't think I do.
Love Raffy Taffy. I love a blonde, which is like something that's very like weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's one. Oh my god, he's so niche though. I can't even think of his name.
What's his name start with?
I don't even know because you know like when their accounts just keep getting deleted and they keep coming back and back and back and back. Like, what is that?
This is all he ever posts. Should I show the audience?
No, just say his name.
His name on Instagram is like Macarons, or like Macarons is like what it's supposed to sound like. But his real name is Michael Kinselberg.
His name's not even Mac?
No.
That's crazy.
That's how he gets this account without people finding out who he is.
Damn.
But like all he ever posts is just like pictures of his ass or videos of his ass, and it's like gorgeous. It's funny. We for Spring Awakening had a cast party, like a cast brunch after we closed.
And macaroons.
We were all playing a card game, and I go on my phone, and his stuff like pops up on my feed, and our friend Shayna just happens to be over my shoulder, and she just goes, "What the fuck is that?" Shayna, if you were watching this, and if you remember like seeing my phone and just this guy's ass on my phone, please tell me like. It was
oh my
the
god!
funniest
If I
thing
have
I've ever
time,
seen.
I'll like clip this part and I'll send it to her for a laugh.
Cool.
But like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm like conventionally attracted to like a Henry Cavill type. Like, I want you to be 6'4". I want you to be built like you can fucking save Earth from a meteorite. I want you to have blue eyes. I want you to have dark brown hair. I want you to have a big old chest. And I think I want you to be hairy. I don't like a smooth guy.
Harry is sometimes. I do like Harry. I'm into, you kind of know, I'm into like a bear. Usually.
Oh yeah.
I like a bear. I like bigger men. They're fun.
Yeah.
Anything that's not me.
I want someone who's bigger than me. Like, also because I want to be like the small one.
Exactly. The dainty petite one.
I know. Which is actually crazy because some of my biggest heartbreaks have been boys.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5'6".
Yeah. 5'6".
I know. I have to like censor myself with some of this talk.
Yeah.
5'6". I actually can't say it.
Why not?
Because I will get canceled online.
You can edit it out.
I know. 5'6".
Oh my god, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Which is crazy because I also love someone who looked just like him in high school. Like, I guess my like reverse type, my like real type. Like, my dream type is Henry, but like my all actual type is like lanky, pale, blue eyes. Name starts with anything but a G.
I'm gonna kill myself. We're gonna edit that out.
We don't. You have to be more creative if you're gonna say that. Like, I'm gonna jump off.
I'm going to commit soup on the side.
Soup on the side. I'm gonna go lay on the tracks. Like, no, like my real heartbreak type is like they're short, they're mildly ugly, they're pale, and they have no interest in me. And that's a big one. That's a big one. They can't actually like me, and I have to make up the whole situation in my head.
Oh, I know.
I know. Doesn't it suck? That's why I haven't talked to a guy
since what's it called?
too.
Wait, I don't even remember his name.
I haven't been on a date since Spring Awakening. Oh, he was like a fanfic. Like
You were
I know,
into him.
I was in for it.
Boy, you were
but
very into him.
I still could be. He's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
You used to
he's
talk
cute.
to him.
Not really.
Mm.
He has a Samsung. It wouldn't work. I love how I like trying to act like no one can guess who it is, but like the only people that watch this are my friends, and they could literally.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I haven't been on a date since paleontologist
Oh yeah.
during Spring Awakening. His
Wow.
was, I know. That was a good date too. Have you ever been on like a really good date and then like it didn't go anywhere and you're just like, why didn't this go anywhere?
Yeah.
Granted, I probably was the problem, always am, but
I
literally
remember
like
that.
it was like, but it's always like the other person who's like feeding into it to you. Like I'm never walking around being like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, our hands, they fit so perfect together. Oh, he's such a good kisser.
Oof.
Like I'm like, I led that date, every conversation. I planned the date. He was talking about how beautiful my hand size was. We had some great lip lock in, and then
Uh-huh.
I never saw him again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he has a lot of problems. If you're watching this, do you have problems?
As one does.
No, literally. I think he was like a fantasy to me though, because he was somebody that like a lot of gay people I know would always like try and hook up with. And I was like, oh my god. I was like,
You got it.
I got it. I got to go on a date. Like I wasn't just hooking up. I tied him down.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to get married and Haddonfield, New Jersey on my first date. And it was a fucking car show too. Like it was packed there.
Oof.
And he was really feeling me. But I think in the end, all he really wanted was a hookup. And like I am not the kind.
Gay men are actually very good at that. Where like they present that they're actually interested in having a deeper connection.
Yeah.
They're very, very good at that.
Yeah.
And that's not me kind of scrutinizing all
No,
gay
I
men.
know.
I mean, it's fun to do that, but like that's gonna get me canceled. But
no, I'm good at it. I mean, I'm not usually looking for a hookup. I'm just good at pretending I'm interested.
exactly.
But like, I really thought he was interested. Like, this is when Be Real first like blew up, and my Be Real went off. I remember he drove a stick shift Jeep, and we were like on the highway.
Uh-huh.
So like I was scared, and I even with like new strangers, not even new boys, I have no like filter. Like I that's one thing I take pride in myself. Like I will always be myself. I will never be nervous or shy. Like you're just getting what you're getting.
Yeah.
I said to him, I said, I don't care if this date goes nowhere. We are taking a picture for my Be Real so people see I'm with a boy. So I literally grabbed his hand off the stick shift and I put it on my thigh. If I can find it, I'll post it here. Literally was like, I literally said, I don't care if this goes anywhere. We are planning this picture just so people could like react to it. Cause I love like the plot of it all. Like, oh my god, he has a secret boyfriend this whole time, but in actuality, we're driving to our first date, have never met each other before, and I'm like, put your hand on my thigh for 30 seconds.
You're a little psychopath.
No, and that's why I should play Patrick Bateman. And that, my friends, is the episode.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to my good friend Griffin for being here on this special day, November 1st, the first day of Christmas. If you've made it this far,
Kudos
to you.
Y'all must really like some gay people.
I know. You must really love the drama, because we gave a little bit of drama today. We did.
A little bit, yeah.
A little, not a lot. Not a lot. And most of it was probably edited out. But yeah, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, rate, follow again. Tell your friends.
Tell
share.
all of your friends.
Tell all of your friends.
Yo, if we can get famous, if we can get like a couple hundred views on this, then Joe's gonna get that German Shepherd puppy or whatever it was.
It's an Australian Shepherd.
That one, yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys
Bye.
so much for watching. Bye.